Alright, culture hashers, time for a review of a new mixtape, the collaboration from Atlanta rapper Young Nudy and New York producer extraordinaire Pierre Bourne joined forces for Sli'merre. Sli'merre? Sli'merre. That's how I'm going to say it. Sli'merre. It's a new mixtape from these two artists. And I'm going to tell you what I think about it because it's a YouTube channel. Let's crack on. Young Nudy is a relative up-and-comer within hip-hop, and he's been working with Pierre Bourne for a considerable portion of his career. He's been smashing out mixtapes like the Sli'merre trilogy and April's Faded in the Booth. Pierre Bourne contributed most of the production on Sli'merre 1 and 2, which were released in 2016 and 17 respectively. Young Nudy is also 21 Savage's cousin. He contributed a nice guest verse to I Am Greater Than I Was, the album that 21 Savage released towards the end of last year. At this point, Pierre Bourne's probably better known, despite being a producer, and he's been behind Playboi Carti's first two projects, most notably producing the viral smash hit Magnolia, and his infectious production tag, which is ubiquitous across Sli'merre. Along with Tay Keith and Metro Boomin, Pierre Bourne is one of the most exciting young producers in hip-hop at the moment. I love Pierre's production and he goes all out across the Sli'merre project. His trademark colourful synths are in full force here, along with the booming trap drums that just accentuate all these beats. And across Sli'merre, Pierre just gets to experiment with all these weird computer blips and bleeps. Pierre's production carries Sli'merre as a project and is a lot more memorable than some of the bars that Young Nudy spits. Young Nudy does a serviceable job on this project, but because of how good the beats are, all he really needs to do is just rap on beat, do a bit of auto-tune crooning, and on tracks like Gas Station and Joker, Nudy's vocals just fade into the background a bit and feel like another instrument at Pierre's disposal. But Nudy does have some good moments on this mixtape. Tracks like Extendo with Lil Uzi Vert are evidence of this. He's got a nice vocal, he just chants Extendo, 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 which must be pretty fun to do over such gorgeous production. Nudy's got a sing-songy flow that works nicely with this playful beat. There are some subtle synths that are buried in this beat that just give it a nice, upbeat, cheerful feeling on here, despite the dark narratives that Uzi Vert and Young Nudy contribute here. Black Hippie, White Hipster, another great track with great synths, great production, just feels really rich and textured. And Nudy's got a nice flow on here that controls the tempo of the track. But, for the most part, Nudy just feels like a supporting character on this album. The beats are the stars of the show, just the synths, like every track, the first 5 or 6 seconds, you just don't know where it's going to go. The production's just so inventive and creative. It's the best produced project I've heard from 2019 so far. There are just, every track's just got these weird little whistles or these like psychedelic touches to them, which makes it feel different to the majority of hip-hop production we're hearing at the moment. A lot of it's just got these like skitty hi-hats and big booming bass drums, but Pierre's production is just so delicate and intricate. It's fantastic and really suits this project. He's the star of the show on Sli'merre. I'm glad that Pierre's been able to experiment with these sounds a bit more. He's got a bit more freedom and creativity on here, especially compared to Die Lit, where I feel like Playboi Carti wants like one sort of style of beat. But on Sli'merre, it just feels like he's got free reign to just do whatever he wants. Just, oh, let's put some weird little strings in here, maybe some just computer bleeps. Yeah, brilliant. Put some big booming drums underneath. Young Nudy, just rap on that shit. Fucking great. Brilliant. That's how it works on here and it's great. I think Nudy and Pierre work best together on the intro, Long Ride. Nudy's vocals and delivery is massively influenced by Danny Brown on this track. I think Long Ride is a fantastic way to open up this mixtape, and I think it shows that despite Nudy sticking to the usual trap subjects, for the majority of Sli'merre, you know the usual subjects like women, money, drugs, women, clothes, spending it, you know. This project just shows that there's still room to experiment within trap, and it also shows that a few computer bleeps and strange whistles in the production never hurt anyone. Just look at OK Computer. Sli'merre is a really enjoyable mixtape. It's a nice little half-hour collaboration between Young Nudy over these gorgeous, exquisite Pierre beats. My favourite two beats are Black Hippie, White Hipster. I can't get enough of those snappy drums underplayed by the keys, and Gas Station, which has some crazy drums that really suits just Young Nudy's like weird little crooning thing that he's doing works brilliantly together. And again, just shows the chemistry that they have. I feel like Nudy's really given Pierre the room to experiment here. And I think this is probably better produced than Die Lit, last year's Playboi Carti album, one of my favourite hip-hop releases of 2018. And it just feels like on Sli'merre, Pierre's just got a bit more confidence and is just going for something a bit weirder than he did on Die Lit, without needing to worry about commercialism and creating hits. And Young Nudy is really the thing that lets this project down. He does a serviceable job across these beats. But look at DJ Premier and Group Home's first album. That had some serviceable rapping and some gorgeous beats. And it just shows that you don't need to have great rapping on a hip-hop album to just enjoy the production and have a really fulfilling project. So for me, Young Nudy Pi'erre Bourne Sli'merre is worthy of 7 out of 10.